You mentioned the 2-horse stable.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your business, like the way it developed over the years. I know you have 2 children, adult children today, twins.
Twins, yeah.
Did they factor into your decision to build what I think, and I could be wrong, but what I think is a lifestyle business, keeping the headcount low and tailoring the business, I think, to fit the type of life you want to live? That's the impression that I got from you.
I'm a little surprised by that. Not because of your insight, but because I guess I gave enough for you to pick up on that. It's very, very true.
The slippers gave it away.
Well, yeah, I like comfort. Look, there's all this talk. I guess it's been around for a while. This whole work-life balance stuff that we hear about, we talk about, we discuss, and I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm not throwing that out there in any kind of a disparaging way, but rather, it's terminology that's used, and I think it's just, people talk about it and how to accomplish it and so forth. To me, it's really, a lot of that stuff is so darn simple, right? If there's love and respect, and that's one of the things I told the twins when they were, I think my son asked, kind of what's the meaning of life. He was like 7 or 8 or something like that. And I thought, well, I better make this good. Really, so much boils down to love and respect, and those come in different, in different shapes and sizes and depths and emotions. But, you can really, really like your sofa, maybe love it. You respect it, which means you don't put your feet on, your shoes on. Maybe some people do, but we don't, because we love and respect that. It's just it's an object. So at that level, we love and respect. What I do for a living, gosh, so much love in what I do, but a deep respect. I already talked about the folks at the broker dealer, whom I respect a lot. For their care and their knowledge. The people whom we serve, our client friends, respect a lot, have to. And if there's someone can't respect, then, we probably can't do business together. But, but also family and love and my wife, my children, there's that ultimate love and respect there, right? And so to combine all those things, again, it's I don't know how this became thematic, but why not? Why not? And you're absolutely right in that the children probably drove us to be, what did you say, cool or innovators or something about working remotely?
Yeah, you were doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, and maybe as a result of having not had a father of my own, I don't know. I wanted to be with my children. I wanted to, what's the adage? Well, he was always at the high school play, or whatever is said in our society. Mm-hmm. But I had to be there. I had to, anything from changing diapers to being at that school thing, or and just spending time. And with technology, we can do that, not just during, the COVID era and so on, but early on. I mean, for a while we while Sherry was pregnant, we had a pager because we'd forward our phone, our office phone, when we had an office presence, to the pager, and it would alert us that there's a voicemail, and we'd call in for the voicemail. And I'm probably making things sound like I'm talking about a cassette tape to certain people, maybe listening, but those days are gone. But they weren't that long ago that we had those days, and it was scary to go into that. And our biggest fear was that people will feel that like there's not that live person who's answering, which, by the way, nowadays with our working remotely can happen not only in our homes, which are here in Missouri and in Montana, but anywhere in the world. We can literally answer, but for time zone differences, maybe we can answer our business line any time that voicemail, comes to us, by way of a voice file and an email, both to Sherry and me, immediately, no matter where we are in the world, and we can tap into that as soon as we can and return a call. So I don't mean go into all those simple technical aspects of our business, but really it was the children that began all that, and the trust in electronics and the knowledge that we'll make ourselves available, even if we're not sitting behind a desk somewhere for 8 hours a day. We're still we became able to provide, what we call excellence in service and all else, maybe as well, if not better, than someone who's sitting behind a desk for 8 hours.
That's awesome. I love it. Did your growing up in a small town kind of lead you to Town and Country, which is where I believe you stay when you're in St. Louis and Montana, like just having that wilderness or wanting to maybe not be in a dense urban area?
Yeah, certainly I lean toward being outside or at least seeing outside, and enjoying the outdoors more so than I will. That doesn't mean I can't. We have our season tickets at the Fox, and there's a lot of city stuff, or more metropolitan, if you will, aspects of living and existing that I enjoy and we enjoy. But if I can be outside, that's a good thing. So I think that did take us to Town and Country, because our setting there is, it's right off of Manchester, but at the same time, sort of in the middle of nowhere, and staring at a lake or a mountain or both in Montana is a good thing for me.